New Orleans Saints. Their next preseason game is going to be on Sunday. It's going to be at home. They take on the Jags. And if you want to go, by the way, you can get tickets for $8 right now to go watch a little preseason football. And
$8.
So the Saints are in that part of training camp where they've had some injuries in one position group, and that's what we talked about. They are starting to work out certain positions because of it. And you get into the preseason, I think when you're trying to find out who your quarterback is going to be and you're banged up on the offensive line, that is a doomsday scenario, because now you're like, do we want the bomb squad? Do we want the Uber driver we signed earlier this week to be in with either one of our quarterbacks that's a part of this competition? Because you got to play it smart. Like you lost Penning in the first preseason game. You lost Will Clapp for the season in the first preseason game. It's like, yeah, but also we got this quarterback competition. We don't want them running for their lives, even though Spencer kind of was already. So it's like, how do we handle that? Even though we've had injuries, do we play our guys? Do we keep the one offensive line in as long as either one of those quarterbacks is in to give them a fair shot?
Yeah, the people that suffer the most are the starters.
Yeah.
They suffer the most because they're going to have to play. Now, they're not going to play them like deep into a game still, but they're going to play them. They'll get an extra drive, 2 drives, maybe 3. So nobody's going to be more pissed or disgruntled or just angry about it than those veteran offensive linemen, because they're going to have to. Now, there's going to be some that they're not going to do it, but yeah, you get a lot of bomb squad action. Like, doesn't matter if it's just signed off. They're still technically professional football players. You still have to field the team in preseason. You just got to get rid of it.
You got to do it. Yeah, I mean,
you got to get rid of it.
You have to do it, but like I wonder how much more we're talking about Fuaga being in at right tackle. How much?
Well, they all need to play a lot more.
How much is Banks going to be in at left tackle? Now, Cesar Ruiz, you need to stay in there, Bo. You need to get some reps. You need to.
We're going to force you to be better.
Because I just don't think it's not going to be fair. Like if they go. But you got to be careful. I understand that, but it's just not going to be fair to whoever that second quarterback is, because you're really talking about 3s now with the injuries that they've had. You're not talking about 2s. And so much of being successful at the quarterback position is knowing that you've got it taken care of. We talk about it all the time. Like, I stole a year in the NFL just based off pass protection.
Yep.
And quarterbacks want to know, certainly, like, okay, I've got it taken care of. I can go through my progressions. I can take my normal drop. I can't drop my eyes. I don't have to drop my eyes because I can keep them up because I know we're going to have a clean pocket.
Yep.
And like when you're starting the other way, when you're worrying about it, I can't speak from experience. You probably can. Like when you catch the ball and you're looking down at the rush and not the coverage, that's where you get into trouble. It's not fair for them.
And we're talking a lot about this for the quarterbacks for like the game scenario. There's 3 game opportunities, but there's 30 practice opportunities, and where you're not in trouble like that. You're not in threat of getting hit. And people get so wrapped up. Like a starting quarterback position is not really one in the games. It's one of the games plus, right? Plus the practices.
Yeah.
So you have to do a lot of your evaluation off practices.
Right.
You have to take, like, you look at the body of work in the game. Like if you have great stats in a preseason game, okay, that's great. You did what you're supposed to do, but like, why did you have it? Was there defensive? Did they have injuries on defense? Was it the 3s? Was it this and that? And it's kind of a rite of passage as a young quarterback to go in a preseason game and just get crushed. Like, it just get hit a lot. I had to do it when my 4th preseason game, my rookie year, we're playing the Titans, and Jeff Fisher was the head coach, who famously played, instead of playing his starters 3 quarters in the 3rd game, he would play them the 4th game.
Right.
And we would only play our starters for 1 drive in the 4th game of the preseason. So I'm sitting there in the 2nd, 3rd quarter with a bunch of undrafted free agents. I got my guy, one of my favorite teammates ever, Breno Giacomini, at right tackle, who was like a 5th-round pick rookie, going against Javon Curse. With Kyle Vandenbosch on the other side, going against this tackle that was a undrafted free agent from Louisiana Tech rookie, getting destroyed.
Yeah,
it's a rite of passage.
Yeah, it is, but also, y'all's starter was established. Like Aaron was a starter.
What, they're winning competition.
That's what I'm saying. So I think that's what makes this one a little bit different. It is a rite of passage. Yeah. We've all been through the preseason games where you're like, oh man, they got a nameplate on the back of his jersey just in time.
Yeah.
Because they just signed him right before the game. Like, we've all been there. But I'm just saying, like, from the competition part, Like, I hope that people understand, like, right now they're battling injuries, and there's going to be some times where it doesn't look clean for these quarterbacks. And how much you can block that out and try to just go through who you are as a quarterback, but that seems easier said than done.
That's why I just like I warned people before the first game. Like, don't watch this game and take it like as the rule book. Don't take it as the Bible. Like, this is not going to tell you the story of based on stats in a preseason game of who it's going to be. Like, if Tyler Shough did great, looked great, did exactly what he was supposed to do, it doesn't mean he's going to be the starter.
Right.
It means he's still like competition's still alive.
Right.
But and on the flip side of that, if he would have gone and gotten sacked 5 times, thrown 3 interceptions and looked bad, like, don't judge it off of that as well. Like, there's a whole body of work that goes into this. And this, now that injuries are starting to come into play, it's even more so. Like, that warning even like rings louder now, because you just don't know what you're going to get, especially with injuries and especially with guys that just worked out on a Tuesday in New Orleans going to be playing this week in a preseason game.
All right, it's going to be the thing that we watch the closest, at least here on this show. I know a lot of people are maybe eye-hustling other positions, but for me, something we thought was a strength was a weakness in the first preseason game. Was that just because it was the first preseason game? The Chargers played in the Hall of Fame game. Maybe they were a little bit more ready to go. We'll find out. There's some Jimmies and Joes on that Jags defensive line as well.